Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the performance of Hit, but more specifically as the king of the Festival of Battles event. Now Hit is a really good unit. He's not only good at Festival of Battles, he's really good across the board. One of those units that just excels because his kit at this point in time kind of gives you everything players want. Scaling attack and defense, evasion, guard, etc. But also, most importantly, he has really good scaling damage. And that's the key component towards him being good as a unit in Festival of Battles. Festival of Battles is a really boring event. I don't like it. It's boring to me. I don't dig it. It is just not great. I beat it on my second attempt. No item, big whoop. Wasn't really exciting. Festival of Battles' biggest thing is that it is 50 bosses, but it can be well into the 70-80 phase range. It is a long event, and for that it is difficult, because ultimately what the game is it's throwing a bunch of DPS check marks at you all the time. So there are notable crucial moments. For example, at stage, I believe it is stage, like 18 or 16, you fight Goku and Vegeta, and they together have 60 million health. But then after that, the bosses will start to have 80 million, 90 million, 100 million. Then you get to Gohan, who has 150 million, and then things start to spike again, 160, 100, 200. Then all of a sudden, you get to the, INT full power SS4 Goku phase. He has 400 million. Then Vegeta has 450. Then SS3 Goku 500. Beast Gohan 550. And it scales like that, and it scales on and on and on and on. And you get to these big DPS checks. And the thing is, the phases you go through, the bosses will get harder and harder, and a Hit counters that in a great way. Lots of reasons why. The main one is he raises both his attack and defense greatly. This is good because it means over time he will tend to be really strong. On top of that as well, he actually just also has a lot of additionals. One built-in guaranteed additional, another attack with a great chance of becoming an additional, and then you can obviously build him to have additionals from his hidden potential system. So Hit can scale really well. On top of that, he has a pretty good team. I wouldn't say it's the top Festival of Battles team, because we do lose at the end of this, but it is really good. Like, he does have some really good options, he does have some really nice units. I will say it is ultimately probably what lets him down, is that Festival of Battles has a very small margin, like a very small window. Hit does excellently, like Hit exceeds his window, but then some of the other units don't necessarily do that. So it ends up just being a little bit difficult to overcome the event with Hit's team alone, at least at this point in time. However, when we get the new Kale and Galifla, I think that's going to change. But yeah, so basically, Hit is very good. And forcing super attacks is also very good. Evasion is good the whole way through in Challenger battles. So Hit will be a unit with like 10, 12 million defense. Hit will be a unit that has super high evasion. Hit will be a unit that, early on as well, the stunning and things do help, like the debuffing, that does help. But it's really that with Hit. Like, he just scales so inevitably well. Multiple supers, big attacks, and what's super important, because you might go, well, yeah, but where's his damage coming from? Hit will start a turn, let's say with like a 40 million attack stat, and Hit's attack at the end of the turn can end up being all the way up to like the 80 million bracket. Because the thing is Hit's 66% attack that he gains per attack that he hits is multiplicative to his baseline attack. So Hit is essentially almost able to double his super attack power in a turn just by throwing out a couple big attacks. And with his high crit rate, everything like that, very easily Hit can basically go completely insane. I think it's really good. Look, I like Hit. Like, I like him a lot. I think he's really well designed. I think he's been really well created. He's got some great scaling units as well on his team. You know, he's got Glorio, for example. He's got this new Hit and Goku, who's a pretty good unit to roll with him. Kefla, surprisingly, you can see a really cool performance from Kefla doing some big damage. Defensively, they're not there. Like, you do get to the point where they can get hit, and then you take a lot of damage, and then it's like a lot of panic. But I think overall, like, they are really good. And I do think Hit is probably one of the premier Festival Battles units, if not probably the best Festival Battles unit. Like, I genuinely think Hit is probably up there with how powerful like these units need to be. Hit is definitely one of those top choices. He's incredibly good. He's incredibly strong. He does so much damage. He's defensively viable. He's just very, very good. So I think for me personally, I find that Hit, especially with his new accompaniments in the form of Goku and Hit, is really quite good, because they're a good foil to have for him. Whether they'll be able to handle the final stage, I don't think so. But Hit is really good. The cool thing is you can link up 2 hits with each other. So eventually you could have just a full Hit rotation, maybe running something else on the other rotation. The SS4 God Boys also fit on his team, so that's a viable option. Like, you can definitely make his team work even better for this event, but I wanted to really highlight Hit in terms of this video. But Hit is amazing. So yeah, definitely for me, the king of Festival Battles.